we'll go ahead and get started, Air. We've got a question from Kim Doss. Kim, go ahead and ask your question.
Aari, you're going to face a team, Arizona Desert Swarm. This is Kim. You're going to be facing a team that's pretty balanced on offense. For you, what's the biggest challenge when you face a team like that? How do you guys approach it?
We approach this like any other game. We know who the key players are, and we know that we have to cancel them out and make them a non-factor and just make other people step up and try to, score. But Texas A&M is a talented team. We're gonna have our hands full definitely, but our defense is what has been getting us by thus far. And so, I trust in my teammates. I trust in our defense, and so we're gonna get the job done.
We'll move to Greg Hansen. Greg, go ahead with your question, please.
Aari, when you were in the process of leaving Washington, did you have anyone tell you maybe you shouldn't go to Arizona?
No, not at all. No. There's nothing but love, and I have a very select few of individuals in my circle. So it was up to me, but it was nothing but love and support with my support system, and so it was my choice, and I made a pretty good choice.
All right, now we'll go to Jason Barr. Just as a reminder, please name and affiliation when asking a question.
Yeah, hi, Jason Barr, KGUN9. My first question actually is for the moderator. No kidding. Is there a button to record this? I just normally we're used to Zoom and you can record it. I just don't see the button, so I apologize.
They are actually recording, and you'll be able to grab it, and I'll tell you where you can grab it from at the end of the press conference.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Harry, congratulations on making it to the Sweet 16. This game is in the Alamo Dome against Texas A&M. Do you feel like you might have a home court disadvantage, or is that not something that's being talked about?
That's not something that's being talked about in our locker room. This is a neutral site. Whoever plays the best, score more, get more stops. That'll be the winner, but we're definitely not looking too deep into that.
Okay, we'll go to PJ Brown. Go ahead, PJ.
Hi, this is PJ Brown from the Arizona Daily Star. And Aari, I have two quick questions. One is, what's it been like since you guys won? Walk us through the last, whatever it's been, 16 hours? I don't know, whatever. How is it? What has it been like? What have you guys, how long did the celebration last? Have you ever already watched film? What's going on with you guys?
We celebrated once we got into the hotel room and the lobby, and then we pretty much chilled out when we ate dinner together. That kind of shows the experience in the team. We won. We just won a big game. But, we said we had our time to celebrate, but then, we kind of chilled out, and we watched film today, and so, ready to go.
Great, thanks. And a follow-up about your teammate, Sam Thomas. She's somebody that, we've talked about a little bit. She can play any position on the floor, and during the game she usually does, right? She usually plays. The other day she played the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yesterday I saw her, defending the big girl down low. She sort of does it all. What is it about Sam that she can make those adjustments during a game or during a possession so quickly to know what she should do if she's playing the point or in the post or whatever?
Yeah, Sam has a very high basketball IQ, and I don't know not too many people that can play 1 through 5 and know every position and know where people are supposed to go. I don't know too many players, but she's the X factor on the team. She's the glue that keeps us together. So she's been doing this for 4 years, and she's been doing a pretty good job. And so, props to Sam. But she's really special to us, though. Besides myself, she gets us going offensively, defensively. She tells people where to go, and so that's who you want as a captain and a leader.
Okay, we'll go to Ryan with the next question. Ryan, go ahead.
Ryan Kellep here with Arizona Desert Swarm. Aari, you guys really struggled in the half court against BYU, and I know that's kind of been a recurring problem this season. What do you think you have to do against Texas A&M to kind of avoid those scoring droughts that you guys have had?
convert. We got to just execute our plays. Just take what the defense is giving us, and our shots are going to fall. I mean, you can't be perfect or shoot like 60-some% from the field like we did in the first game. It's not going to be perfect every time, but we execute and just convert and just take what the defense gives us and just read the defense. I mean, I think we'll be fine.
All right, here's a question for you. Talk a little bit about what your days off are like. They're a little different than they have been in the past, obviously with the pandemic, but just, in the tournament in general, and then just throughout the year, just talk about what your days off have been like away from basketball.
Just a lot relaxing, recovering, just getting your mental right. Just pretty much, I think our coaches and our support staff, they've done a great job of like trying to keep us busy and trying to keep us, positive. They gave us essential oils and stuff like that, little coloring books. So, I think that's really been helping. And also we have just recovery stuff for our bodies. So, our days off looks pretty chill. We get to watch film and stuff, and just, it's been pretty relaxing, and I think it's very helpful.
Okay, we'll go to our next question. It'll be from Alec. Go ahead.
Yeah, Alec White, Arizona Daily Star. Aari, I know you talked about this last night in the post-game press conference, but those last 5 minutes, are those the type of moments when you just kind of take over a game that you dream about growing up, of playing in the NCAA tournament and being able to win with the game on the line?
Oh, yeah. I live for these moments. Like they always say, big-time players step up in big-time games, and I knew that it was my moment. I didn't want to go home, and I know my coaches and my teammates didn't either, so I had to put the team on my back and just come through clutch offensively and defensively.
Yeah, we've got about 3.5 minutes left for our student-athlete portion of the press conference. All right, talk about just this unique tournament experience. You talk about playing in this NCAA tournament and making the plays. It's a little different feel to it with the limited access. Just talk about that in general. Yeah,
it's been different. Just it kind of sucks having limited access, but I understand we're going through a pandemic, and NCAA and also our team, our coaches are trying to keep us safe, and I appreciate that and I understand that. But we're just embracing this experience, and we're making the best of it, and I think that we're doing a pretty good job of just staying positive and just staying focused on the course and winning also. So I think it's been unique, but I'm enjoying it. It's my last year, so I'm trying to go out with a bang and not trying to go home till like April 5th. So it's fine.
Well, we'll go to the next question to Rich. Go ahead, Rich.
Hi, Aari. It's Rich Herrera from Wildcats Radio 1290. Who have you heard from since you've been back in Texas? Have you been able to communicate with family and share big moments like the one over BYU?
Ooh, I've talked to my teammates. I talked to my family. It sucks that I couldn't see them, but also, I have like my sisters and stuff here. So, I'm glad I kind of got to share the win with them and just seeing just other people, family members. I appreciate the support, but not many I can talk to. But
have you been able to FaceTime with anybody or share things, share the moments that way?
Yeah, thank God. I was just about to say that. Thank God for FaceTime. It's been FaceTime with my parents, my fiance, stuff like that.
Okay, we'll go to Ryan. Go ahead, Ryan.
Ryan Kelpier, Arizona Desert Swarm. Sam was talking yesterday when she committed to Arizona. Her goal was just to make the NCAA tournament one day. When you committed to Arizona and signed on to play for Adia, what did you envision you doing in this program?
Going for everything. Winning Pac-12. We fell short of that, but just the growth I've seen, this team just taking second place. Not just making it to the tournament, but keep advancing and surviving. I feel like now that we're here, the work doesn't stop. We just got to keep going. So obviously, committing here, I had big things, big goals. I think, and I've accomplished a lot of them. So, just kept the faith, and I trusted Coach Barnes.
Okay, we've got time for one more question. We'll go back to Kim Doss. Kim, go ahead.
This is Kim from Arizona Desert Swarm again. You get to have fans in Sweet 16, right? How's that going to be? I think they're supposed to be. Are you looking forward to having hearing some people?
Yeah, I'm really excited because right now you can literally hear everything. But nah, I'm excited to have fans.
right, well, that'll do it for Adia. For Ari. We'll get Coach Barnes here in just a second.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you and good luck in your game.
Thank you.
We'll be joined here momentarily by the head coach of Arizona, Adia Barnes. And then be ready to ask questions. We will just go straight to questions. There will be no opening statement from Coach Barnes. We will just go straight into questions again. Use your raise hand feature and please identify yourself by your name and affiliation. This coach will not be able to see you. We will all be audio only. And Coach, we'll go straight to a question. We've got one already from Greg Hansen. Greg, name and affiliation, and we'll get started.
Greg Hansen, Arizona Daily Star. Adia, when you were in the process of accepting the job at Arizona, did you ever have any second thoughts of what you're getting into?
Yes, I had second, third, fourth, fifth thoughts because when I was first taking the job at Arizona, there hadn't been success. Obviously, it's my alma mater, so it's always more special when it's your alma mater. That's like every player's dream is to go back to your school and do something special. But I had reservations because Arizona hadn't been good in a long time. Didn't know if it was super easy to bring a team from like 11th or 12th to possibly contending for a title fast. And you know, I always talk about this with the media. When, as a head coach, and you get your first job, it may be your last job. You don't know if you don't have success, you don't get another opportunity usually. So, but when head coaches sign their contracts, it's typically for 5 years. But it takes like probably 4 years at least to get all your players in. So for me, I didn't have all my players till year 4. So I think there's all those reservations when you're taking your first job because if you don't make the right decision, you probably won't have another opportunity.
Okay, we will go to Michelle Gardner. Go ahead, Michelle.
Michelle Gardner, Arizona Republic. Coach, obviously you guys had a great run when you were in the WNIT a couple of years ago. It seemed like forever ago, probably. But how much did that prepare your girls to be kind of on this stage and these kind of pressure games?
The WNIT prepared us tremendously because it gave us one extra month of play for one and done style games, so tournament style games. And I think that gave us a lot of momentum, a lot of confidence moving into last year. So, and besides that, besides like our basketball stuff on the floor as a team, it got the city energized. It woke the women's basketball fans in Tucson and in the country up. And, you know, we were able to draw and sell out in McHale. So that gave us momentum, confidence, home court advantage for the next year. And then it kind of made things happen. It was like an avalanche for last year. Then unfortunately with COVID, we didn't get to go to the tournament last year, but a lot of people asked me, when we made the tournament this year, does it affect us not having last year's experience? It does. It does because last year we were projected to have a pretty high seed similar to this year. We were going to have 2 games at home with a sold-out crowd, and we would get some experience. So this year we wouldn't be inexperienced. Right now we're inexperienced. We've never done this. This is uncharted territory, and it's, you know, and we're a higher seed, so it hasn't been easy. But I'm just so proud of the way we've handled it, and you know, in the Sweet 16 is amazing. No one believed it, but I think Obama nationally.
Coach, we'll go to Kim Dawes next. Go ahead, Kim.
Kim from Arizona Desert Storm. Last night, Aari said that rebounding had been a focus in the previous game. In this next one, both of you have had a little bit of, you know, problems with rebounding against the other teams. How important is it going to be going forward in this next game?
Well, it's always important. It's not a focal point for us ever because we're never going to be the best rebounding team usually because we're not the most athletic. We're not the biggest in size. We're always undersized and undermatched usually in the post. So it's just a focus of an area that we have to be able to box out and concentrate on. But there's not a lot of games where we're just going to dominate, you know, the boards. So definitely always a focus, definitely an area of concern, you know, and then when we're facing A&M, they have big bodies inside. They have athleticism, so you've got to be able to box out and rebound and then go run. But where we have disadvantages, we have advantages. So even though we won't be the best rebounding, we're very fast up the floor. So, you know, it's interesting to me for a lot of people that don't really know basketball. The question is always, oh, you guys lack this, you like that, or you have problems with your offense. We don't have any problems with our offense. This is our personnel. So it's interesting for people that don't know that that's the common story. We're a very good defensive team. We play defense. We find ways to win. It can be ugly, but we're not some team with a tremendous amount of offensive firepower. So we're never going to say, oh, our identity is our offense. So our offense is never a problem. Our defense creates our offense, and we're one of the best in the country. So it's not a problem. It's who Arizona is. We aren't going to be a team that goes out and shoots 60% from the 3. That's not our personnel. We're going to be a team that turns you over, that presses you, that runs. So that's who we are. It's never a problem. So the problem is you got to face our defense. You got to find a way to beat it, and then we'll beat you. We may not score a lot of points, but you may not either. So that's our identity, and it's gotten us this far, and it's made us pretty successful.
Coach, we'll go to PJ Brown next. PJ, go ahead.
Hi, this is PJ
Hi,
from
PJ.
the Arizona Daily Star. Adia, going into the Sweet 16 now in this game, you will have more fans out, in the Alamo Dome. You said the other day when you played there, maybe there were 75 Wildcat fans and maybe up to 200 of Stony Brook's fans. How, are you guys just really raring to go to play in front of a crowd? And what would you say to your fans at home in Tucson and around the country who haven't seen you play yet, and sort of what's your message to them right now?
So the first thing is, I think for us, whether it's fans, whether it's not, we just want to play. So we're just excited to be playing, excited that we're healthy. This is a COVID year. We're blessed every day and fortunate to be playing. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, in a perfect world, I would love to be at home for the first two rounds and have 15,000, I think 644 fans, because we would have sold out, no doubt about it. I am sad that we don't have that, because that's a huge home court advantage. Now, in this situation with COVID being in San Antonio, there really isn't an advantage in the first couple rounds because you're at a neutral floor, you've never played at with no fans. So that's why I think you saw a lot more upsets, more than in past years. But it is what it is now. Now we get to introduce fans. Now people will have more fans, so I think that just gives you more fire and more energy when you hear your crowd going behind you. But for us, we're so zoned in and we're so focused. We're not satisfied just because we're at the Sweet 16. We want to win. So I don't think we care. Fans, no fans, COVID, no COVID, San Antonio, Arizona, we don't care. Wherever we want to play, we want to go. We have nothing to lose. We haven't been here before. So for us, it's one game at a time. We're honed in on that. And, everybody's good at this time, and everybody can win in a game. For the Tucson fans, we've missed you tremendously. You are our sixth person, our sixth man, and you helped us win so many games. We even felt your love and support when you were unable to be at games this year with all the tweets and all the messages and all the fans and all the love. Even here, all the love after the game. We know you're supporting us. We know you're in Tucson cheering us on, and I can't wait till next year to lead the Pac-12 in attendance and to host some tournament games at home. But you guys are really missed, and hopefully we see some of you guys in San Antonio.
Coach, we'll go to Rich. Go ahead, Rich.
Hi, Rich Herrera, Wildcats Radio 1290. Hi, Coach. How are you?
Hi, Rich. How are you?
Good. Can you talk about the intensity now that you're in the tournament and you're playing teams? And you saw BYU come out and try to maul you. It reminded me a little bit of watching your team because their defensive intensity, in particular in the low post, watching Trinity and Kate just have to get after it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what tournament is. BYU is a very good team. They're a team that has a tremendous amount of experience. I mean, great, coached great, has been there, done that, senior-led team, blue collar, great guards, a very balanced team, tough to play against. So I think that they would beat a lot of people nationally. I think that's why every Power 5 school, a lot of teams don't want to play them, especially in a non-conference. There's certain mid-major schools that you don't really want to play against. So they are one of them. They're good. And but you see all the games have been pretty tight. Texas A&M has two very tight games. You've seen a lot of upsets. So for us, we're just ready to play anybody. We don't care. We're excited. We're enthusiastic. We know we belong here. It's not a fluke that we're here. We're here for a reason, and we play a certain style, and that's what we're doing. We're not changing anything. So I'm just excited to be here. And what was the second part of your question, Rich?
And I was asking about the intensity that you're seeing out of Kate and Trinity in the low post. I mean, there's bodies flying around, and they're getting bodied up every time and giving it right back. Yeah,
so physical play. So the game was very physical yesterday, but I think physical is an advantage for us. I think the game on Saturday is going to be very physical against Texas A&M. But it is what it is. It's tournament time. Great officiating, good basketball. They're not calling anything chippy, but I wouldn't want that. I don't want that. I want them to let them. I don't want the refs to dictate the game. I want us to be able to play, and I want people to see exciting basketball. And I think Kate stepped up. She's playing strong. She hit some big threes yesterday. She's playing at a really high level. And Trinity has made a difference for us. She brings us muscle. She brings us experience. She wants to win. This is why she came to Arizona. She could have gone anywhere in the country. Everybody thought she was going to go close to home. She chose Arizona because of what we're doing right now, and we've done it. So just excited. And Lauren's a freshman getting some great experience, a very important piece of what we do, and we really need her. And we're going to need her big time on Saturday. So I think the post players have really stepped up. They're accepting the physical play. And I can tell you one thing, being in the best conference in the country, in the Pac-12, it has prepared us for these moments. And I think that's why you're seeing Pac-12 teams have success. We, night in, night out, play against top competition, against teams like Oregon, Oregon State, UCLA, Stanford. It is a tough world out in the Pac-12. So we are prepared for these moments because of what we play with every weekend during our conference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We've got time for one more question. We'll go back to Kim Dawes. Kim, you'll have the final question here this afternoon.
Kim from Arizona, Desert Swarm. Just what you said about the Pac-12, seeing Michaela going out with UCLA last night in such a tough situation. Just what are your feelings about seeing these great seniors, having their last games?
Yeah, it's tough. UCLA is a really good team. Corey Close does a really good job. Michaela is one of the best power forwards in the country. Very tough guard. I mean, she's faced double and triple teams all year. It's been a pleasure for me watching her evolve, watching her come in a certain way. I watched her in AAU also, and watch her be one type of player her freshman year, and then just improve something in her game every year. Now she's a consistent three-point shooter. She's almost impossible to keep off the boards inside. Very difficult one-on-one. Pulls people away from the basket, can score in the paint. Just so talented. So I'm excited to see the next phase for her. I think she'll be a great pro and play for a lot more years. But yeah, UCLA is a really good team. It was tough. But I think for them, they've been shorthanded the whole year. It's really hard. When you're playing with 7 players all year and they're playing 40 minutes a game, I think it's a grind, especially in our conference. I think it's a very different situation if they're not playing in the Pac-12. I think you could play players in 20 minutes a game, but in our conference, and UCLA has to play those players 40, then you're tired at the tournament. But, I think that she'll be a really good pro and have a lot of good basketball ahead of her. And I'm just glad we don't have to play against her anymore because it was hard playing against her every year. It's not the game I looked forward to.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time today and good luck in your upcoming game.
Thank you very much.